the nature of the thumbnail, it might give you an inkling of what I'm going to be talking about in this video. It might be a little bit deep. I mean, this might not be the platform to share it on, but we'll see. Welcome to my little van life channel. But today I want to talk about what solo van life has taught me about me. I'll get to the positives and what I've learnt later in the video. But I think initially I need to do a bit of background. Existing viewers, welcome back vampers. And if you're new to my channel, my name is Neil, I'm 62 and I live full time in my camper van. I think all my life, from when I was a young child, I've had self-esteem issues, confidence issues in myself. I wasn't one of the beautiful people. I think these issues of self-doubt, bad body image, lack of confidence, I think it all started at a young age. I mean, I think I was a little bit chubby when I was young. The fat kid in the class. I think that started in infant school. And then as you go through school years, and you know, you have friends. I never got bullied, but I always seemed to have friends who were part of the beautiful people set, if you like. I think it's one of those things that you might see it, you see it in films and you see it in real life, is that you've got a stunning girl and she's got a fat friend. I think I was the fat friend for a long time at school. I mean, I think I started wearing glasses when I was about 7 or 8. So that knocked my confidence. Everybody else was fine and I had to wear glasses. So my eyesight wasn't very good. And then I think even at 12, I think by 12 I was having problems with my hearing. My hearing wasn't very good. And that's gone throughout my life. And I didn't start wearing hearing aids until I was about 60. So all them years I missed a lot. Couldn't quite hear what people were saying clearly. I think I probably missed a bit at schooling as well. Because, yeah, I'm not hearing it. And I think that has an impact on your self-confidence. And I think, I mean, one of the things I've done throughout my life, I've been a trier. I'll try this and I'll try that. But I've never excelled at anything. Things have always got in the way. I mean, I think one of the biggest things I ever did was become a scuba diving instructor. And that was going great until I had a collapsed lung. Yeah, so I had a collapsed lung. So my scuba diving and scuba teaching endeavours came to an end. That's just one example. I mean, I think I look back at my life and I haven't achieved anything. As I say, I've never excelled at anything. I've not created anything new. I haven't helped the world in any way. I think my biggest achievement was having a beautiful daughter, and now I've got a beautiful granddaughter. So the only achievement really in my life seems to have been building the next generation. Yeah, apart from that, I haven't amounted to much in my life. But I've done a lot, which is strange. I've done a lot of things over the years, but when I think about it, what did I achieve? What have I achieved? I mean, back in 2014, I decided to cycle around the coast of the UK. And I did. Nearly all of it. All the way from London up to John O'Groats, over to the Orkneys, Skye, Lewis, Harris, Northern Ireland, Isle of Man, down through Wales, down to Cornwall. But I didn't quite finish the complete circumference because I gave up in Penzance and went back to London. So even though it was an achievement to do what I did, again I failed to excel and finish the whole journey. And that seems to be what's happened throughout my life. I've had a business. That failed. I've never bought a property. I've never been in a financial situation where I could buy a property. I've always rented. Yeah, so this might be a bit deep for some people. When you start looking and reflecting on your life and you think you haven't amounted to much, and that's lack of self-esteem, lack of confidence, and even the body image has always stayed with me throughout my years. At one point I was going to the gym 3 or 4 times a week, swimming every day, trying to build up my muscles to change my physique because I wasn't happy with how I looked. And that's another thing which has stayed with me throughout my life. I've never been happy how I look. One of my ears is slightly higher than the other. I have to wear glasses. Now I have to wear hearing aids. That's something I should have done at an earlier age, I think, because I still missed out a lot of things because I didn't hear what people were saying. And that has a big impact on your confidence. When you're trying to have a conversation in a group conversation, or even just talking to one person, when you're struggling to hear what they're saying clearly, it makes you reluctant to speak. And it also makes you reluctant to join in conversations. So that had an impact on my life. Now the thing with solo van life, I've found, you have plenty of time to think. And this has really had a positive effect on my self-esteem and my confidence. Okay, I might not have achieved something astounding, but I'm still alive. And I'm still enjoying life. And this new chapter of being a solo van lifer is giving me new opportunities to do things. YouTube is helping a great deal to build my confidence in speaking. Now that I have hearing aids, I feel more confident speaking to people on a one-to-one basis. Sometimes struggle a little bit in groups, if there's a lot of background noise. But it's a hell of a lot better than it used to be. So yeah, I've been living solo in my van, having all this time to think about my life. It's been positive. Has a positive effect on me. I no longer think about how I look. I mean, I try to keep myself clean and in fairly decent shape. But I'm not striving to be one of the beautiful people anymore. I'm happy in my own mind, with my own self. And that's one of the things which this solo van life has enabled me to grasp, I think. Yes, it's enabled me to grasp what is important to me and how all these negative thoughts I used to have are a waste of energy. Positive thoughts, that's the thing to do. That's the thing to embrace. Positive thoughts are the thing to embrace. Well, I'm not quite sure how long this video is going to be, and I might be waffling a little bit. I'll just give you a quick clip of something which possibly might explain how I felt before and how I feel now. When you go from one outlook to another outlook, as you can see, from one aspect to another, the bad to the good. And that's the feeling in myself now. More positive, more confident, more self-esteem. And these are all things which I've learnt over the last 14 months living solo in my van. If you found this a little bit interesting, or it resonates with you, leave a comment. Let me know if you've suffered from the similar issues throughout your life, or if you're suffering at this moment. I'd like to hear from you. I mean, I don't know if it's any different now for youngsters, or if body image and all them issues are still prevalent in today's society. I think everybody wants to be famous now. That seems to be, if you ask the child, what do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be famous. But famous for what? Yeah, that's not an ideal outlook to have. Only certain people become famous. Some for the right reasons, some for the wrong reasons. I'm sorry if this video has come across as a bit too deep for YouTube or for you viewers. I've been thinking about making it for quite a while because of the positives that I've grasped, because my life is a lot more positive after starting my solo van life journey. So if you found this slightly interesting, and I say if it might have resonated with you, give me a thumbs up or a hype even. And if you haven't previously subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to help my little van life channel grow. So until the next time, I'm going to say bye for now.